guys, how's it going? Welcome back. So this is actually my very first firearm. This is a Armi San Marco 12 gauge in 3-inch. Can also run 2 3/4. Anyways, this was actually given to me by a good friend of mine, and he's not just a machinist but also a gunsmith. And so he had actually set this up for slugs, right? So you've got rear fiber optic and a front fiber optic that he's put on this thing. So great for slug shooting, and also adjustable for the height as well. All right, and a bit of windage adjustment is here too. Now I haven't shot this yet. I haven't even shot my brand new Savage yet, which is technically my first brand spanking new firearm. Anyways, so yeah, I got my PAL in the mail finally. It's like, yay! And so anyways, but this has been sitting at a friend of mine's house for several months now, because, well, you can't have a firearm in your possession without a license. So yeah, that's where it's been sitting until last night, because I got my PAL in yesterday. So I went and picked this up last night from my buddy. It's been holding on to it for me. Now, I can't tell you a whole lot about this gun right now, except you can still get Armi San Marco guns, it would seem, at least from internet searching. But this model is definitely an older one, and I do have some research to do on it to date it to see exactly how old it is. Not that it really matters. It's a shotgun and it works, and I don't really care. Anyways, as far as the rest of it goes, if you can bear with me for just a sec, I'll get a tape measure and we'll measure the barrel length on this thing. Okay, so total length of the barrel, we're looking at about 28 1/4 from the very front of the muzzle to the back. So basically 28 inches, right? So anyways, this Friday, my buddy who was holding on to this for me here, him and myself and another guy are going to be going out to the range. I have to sight in my Savage, get it ready, and this one I'm going to probably take along with me too and play with a little bit, because my friend that gave it to me also gave me a bunch of ammo as well. So I'm going to try that out and see how it goes. Don't know if we're going to do any videoing, probably not, because my first key goal right now is to sight in my Savage, get that over and done with, because it's going to take a while to go through the 4 different types of 22 LR I got for it. And I want to spend some time just having some fun at the same time, so probably not going to be any shooting videos yet. We'll get to that down the road though. So anyways, if you have a break action shotgun, you may or may not know this, but when you open the action, you load it obviously, and you're going to close the action, it automatically will cock the gun on this type of a system. Because this is a lever action, so you just pull this way to the right, and then it'll open up, right? Now, as soon as you close the barrel, whether there's ammo in it or not, it's going to cock automatically. Okay, now, from what I understand, because I don't know everything about firearms, I'm more of a pellet gun head, as many of you know. I'm getting into the firearm thing now. You can dry fire a center fire rifle, but you cannot dry fire a rim fire, because you can actually damage the firing pin on those apparently. So, but if you, when you have this opened, if you're not going to load it, because I just took it all apart in pieces, cleaned it, you know, cleaned the bore out, oiled everything, cleaned up the barrel, you know, gave it a coat of oil. When you close it back up, all you have to do is hold your trigger in and close at the same time with no ammunition in there, obviously. And basically it safety decocks. So you can pull the trigger all you want, ain't nothing gonna happen. And in fact, even the cross block safety that's on this doesn't actually do anything when it's decocked. Okay, so it doesn't go in, it doesn't go into safe. So if I try to push on the thing, it won't do it. Okay, so it's when the gun is hot, then you can use your cross block safety. Or I don't know about other guns, so I don't know about other safety systems, but I know with what I have here, even my Savage is the same way. When you safety decock it, because there's no ammo in it, then yep, no big deal. You just pull the trigger in as you close the bolt, safety decocks, and you don't have access to the safety, but you don't need it because it's already decocked, right? So it's only when the gun is hot that your safety actually works. So in other words, if you're a beginner kind of like me in this case, because pellet guns, like I said, are totally different, well, just be aware there's nothing wrong with your safety. If it's not functioning when you've closed the action, it's because you probably got the gun already safety decocked, and that's why. But if it does work when it is live, or even if you close the action on this with nothing in it, it will go hot, which means you can use your safety, right? So, but, and apparently it's not good to leave a gun cocked all the time, especially when it's in storage. So you want to make sure you safety decock your firearm first before putting it into storage. This way there's no extra pressure on the spring for the firing pin, and it won't weaken it over time. So anyway, but anyhow, I actually like the shotgun. I thought this was kind of cool. I was talking to some guys at the church that are hunters as well. They shoot shotguns obviously as well for bird hunting and whatnot. It seems that, you know, the longer the barrel, it seems the better for a shotgun, because it's going to keep your pattern tighter longer too, right? And if it's too short of a barrel, well, that creates its own dilemmas and problems right there. Anyways, but I figure, well, this is a good starting rifle for my very first firearm, and being a shotgun, because we're going to be out, you know, hunting grouse and possibly rabbit, squirrel, you know, which I also want to do the same thing with my 22 LR. But I also want to see how I really in total like a shotgun for doing that sort of stuff with, because, you know, you are going to get BBs in the meat you're going to have to pick out. But, you know, that's part and parcel of hunting, right? But at least, you know, you can run your bird shot, your buckshot, your slug. So shotguns are kind of like an all-around kind of deal. And normally you have no sights. A friend of mine does have a scope on his shotgun, and I'm like, well, I mean, if you're running slugs, I could understand that, but not if you're going to be, you know, using bird shot. Buckshot, I'm not too sure of. I mean, I went deer hunting last year with my bow because I didn't have my license then, and but even with hunting with a firearm, yeah, I'm pretty sure that, you know, people are using buckshot and they're just using the little bead as their guide for that. I really honestly haven't gone that far into hunting with a shotgun video series of researching all that. So I have a lot of things to learn yet, in other words, right? So anyway, that's what I got for you on this video, guys. So, you know, stay safe and everything, and be careful out there and have fun. And we'll definitely catch you guys on the next one. See ya.